on 24-675, 24-1052, Barry Lishing, violation of community control. You were denied entry into the jail treatment program due to statements made to Lawrence Spector. Do you understand that allegation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mulkey?
Yes, Your Honor. I had conference with my client regarding the probation violation in these matters, explained to him his right to probable cause hearing and a full and final dispositional hearing on this matter. He's indicated to me, Your Honor, he certainly would waive the initial probable cause hearing. I also believe he would waive the final dispositional hearing. We'd like to resolve this case one way or the other today, if that is possible, Your Honor. Thank you.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your plea to the violation?
Guilty.
What?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. So, I sentenced you to prison in October 2nd of 24 on these two cases, and I made a note that I was going to put you on judicial release at a certain point, and I did that when you were here on July 10. The terms of your probation were 45 days and additional 45 days, with the last 30 being in the jail treatment program, followed by a NeoCap with some other terms and conditions. And if my recollection serves me correct, you weren't particularly happy with those two aspects of your community control. But we got through that hearing, and then I hear these reports in July when you're being processed for the jail treatment program that you're indicating to Ms. Spector you're not going to go on the range where the jail treatment program is. You're going to go stay in your cell and go back and forth. And Ms. Spector tells you that that's not how it's done. And you say, well, other inmates are allowed to do it. Why can't I do it? And she said you can't do it. And then at some point you called her a bitch. So that's why we're here for the probation violation. So why did all that happen?
So I did ask to stay in my cell, to not go to do the classes from my cell, to go back and forth. She had indicated to me that she would talk to her team and see what they could do. So when she came back, she was accompanied by CO Roba, standing at the door with her when we had our conversation. She told me, when she came in, she's like, you're gonna go down there, you refuse, because that's not how we do it. Now, yes, I questioned it because I've seen other inmates do it, and me being from prison, I was trying to avoid, conflicts or any issue that would cause me to go back to prison down in the range. Now, we had a few questions back and forth. I asked to speak to the head person of the JTP, which she refused to do. That after a certain point, I was like, I'll go down there. I'm not refusing. But if something happens, I tried to avoid this. This isn't on me. She immediately said that this is a threat, threw up her hands. This is in front of a CO. The CO was well aware of what was going on. There was no threat ever made. I never called her, I'm not going to say the word, but I never called her that word. Had I done that, I would have been in the hole immediately. There's no report of it, nothing of that. I've never done it. I just don't understand why I would throw away my judicial release for that.
I don't understand it either. Of course, you weren't real happy with the terms to begin with, so I'm not inclined to believe you when you tell me this. Okay, you almost pissed it away before I put you on judicial release on July 10th, because you were given an ass ache about the terms. Okay, so I mean that very nearly didn't go through because of the attitude that you had. Okay, now I'm supposed to believe that the person that's been running this thing without an issue with other inmates all of a sudden is telling a tall tale as to you. Why does she hate you all of a sudden?
Like I said, I have COs that were standing there that would tell you that I never made the threat. I never said that to her.
Okay.
Like I said, there's no reason for me to throw away my judicial relationship.
I'm just trying to figure out at this point why she's lying about all this. Why she's out to get you all of a sudden.
You
don't know?
I have no idea.
Okay. So I don't know why you pissed away 45 days for nothing, other than you're a hardhead. So what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
I just want a fair chance to succeed.
Okay. Well, I gave you a fair chance to succeed. And you decided you wanted something different. You wanted it on your terms, when you're not in a position to dictate terms. We're beyond the 45 days at this point. We're at like day 47. You should be in Warren right now. Mr. Mulkey, anything you want to say?
Your Honor, on behalf of my client, I believe that he is now in a place where he understands what is expected of him. He's very high on this court's radar in terms of his cooperation. Your Honor, he's got to make this change within himself and stop fighting the requests that he's been, or the orders even rather, that he's been asked to do, because after this, from my understanding, is he's got NeoCaf that he's got to also make it through. So this is just the first step. So we're not off to a very good start, Your Honor, but I think he would like to rectify that situation and demonstrate to the court that he can do that without further incident. Your Honor, thank you.
All right. I gave you, back in October of 24, 48 months. You had done 6 of it already, so 42 months, and now you're up to another few months. I don't know. I mean, time doesn't seem to matter to you, but I guess we'll find out what happens. You're gonna get another 45 days in jail from today. The last 30 will be in the jail treatment program. So it's the same terms as we went through on July 10. And for whatever reason, you just pissed away 47 days, okay? So you go over there and either do the program or don't do the program, all right? Do whatever you want to do. And then based on what you decide you want to do, then I'll decide what I have to do. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mulkey, anything else?
Not at all, Your Honor.
Ms. Randallson, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Try to make it work.
Yes.